Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live, and the audio works this time. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films, Gran, Terra, Shadowfront. I'm John. I'm your game master for the evening. Joining me today is Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack. I'm playing Gent Minar, the half-elf spellslinger.
Hey, and Mara.
I'm Mara. I'm playing Titania Valkorian, a Ladrin Druid princess.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Valdez Stonebeard, the Dwarven Samurai.
And Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Jeremy. I am playing Killerna Ilani, a Drow Echo Knight, and we forgot to do this yesterday, but just a reminder that Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, all the other things that we did say that it's been 2 weeks, so I've forgotten them.
Fuck Matt Gates.
Fuck Matt
Actually,
Gates.
don't fuck Matt
Believe
Gates.
women.
Right, yeah.
More
I mean,
specific.
do if you want to. That's on you. Just,
Be aware.
make the choice. Don't.
And Cody.
I'm Cody. I'm playing Ithram Valar, Hobgoblin War Wizard.
And when last we left off, Gent fell down a flight of stairs. He fell down a flight of stairs 10 times.
But his neck is not broken, and he's feeling okay.
Yes, the group of you are in Taram, having retreated there like cowards from the
Excuse
Coward!
from Sharkmouth
Sorry,
Bay.
John. We didn't want to spend the night on your Isle of Death.
John's like, I said what I said.
You are presented with an island full of dead things, and you ran away. That's how it works. You retreated to Taram to resupply and prepare for your inevitable return in your continuing goal of ridding the Isle of what is currently known as Sterile, formerly known as Exter, of its lich bony overlords.
The Boner Lord.
Yes, the Boner Lord, as it were.
Really?
After returning to
We're starting strong today.
After returning to
fellas.
Taram and buying a variety of reagents, Gent had the brilliant idea to go see if there was anything fun at the Izzet College. Found a jar of interdimensional grease, or what was it? What did I actually call it?
Super grease.
Had a specific name.
Oil of transcendent grease.
There it is.
There
the
we
oil
go.
of transcendent grease. Having no idea what it does, Gent slathered himself up, found out he was immune to everything, including stairs, but vulnerable to falling damage. Hence, falling down the stairs 10 times. And that's where we left off after you took a short rest to clean Gent off of his grease. And also to knit his bones back together.
A little bit.
Well,
So, we need to go to Grifftop. Yes.
yep. Checking spell slots. Here. I can get us there. And Val's checked, just to remind myself that Adam's there, or he's gonna be there tomorrow or something
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
going to be there
right?
tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be there tomorrow. What time is it right now?
It was daytime when you teleported back.
Yeah.
It's actually just past dawn now.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to Grifftop. That'll be good. Let's find a tree.
You are at the stairs that lead up to the level that the Druid Grove is on. It's very easy to find a tree.
Perfect. Let's go back up the stairs.
You find a tree.
Do we get any
Ouch.
weird looks from the guards on the way back up that I just fell past on the
Oh,
way down?
they gave you the weird looks earlier.
Okay, cool.
You're all out of weird looks. That's good.
And then you were like,
Everybody gets one.
and then you, well, no, because you'd explained, is it experiment? And they were like, oh, right, cool.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Yeah, that
explains it
tracks.
all. All right, tree time. Hello, tree.
So yeah, you all go to a tree in the Druid Grove, touch it, open up a portal. You have 6 seconds. You pass through, and you pop out in the backyard of your estate, where there are 2 large trees that you can use to get to.
One of them is the incoming tree, one of them is the outgoing tree. We try not to strain them too much.
Well, I hope you told Tanya which one they were, because
No.
Probably not.
No, it's a tree. Just no. All right. Ta-da! We're back.
I hand Gent the couple sheaves of parchment from the notes that I took of all the reactions and lack thereof from the grief.
Oh yeah.
Gen's gonna fold that up, tie a little ribbon around it, address it to the Is It College, and go find Durin and ask him to please mail this.
Durin is in Everstone.
Oh, that's right.
So you spend 5 minutes wandering around the estate looking for Durin.
Durin.
Before you remember, he's
Cool.
not here.
Then I'll go get Merrick and tell him to go mail it.
You find Merrick easily enough. All right,
'Cause-
I'll just pop over to Grifftop and mail it then.
Thank you. And I give him like a silver or whatever postage is.
He takes the silver and heads off.
What could it cost?
What could it cost? 10 gold?
It's a letter.
Anyway.
Are we now the ridiculously out of touch people who's like, what's milk cost? 5 cents?
Have you seen Get lately? Yes.
Get was there 5 minutes after he got his inheritance. It didn't take him very long to completely
No.
lose sight of the value of money.
Rich people are not like us, is what we're saying. All right.
We've got a whole day here.
Yes, we do.
I was looking something up and I've completely forgotten what it was.
Can't help you there. Well, I'm gonna go into town. See if what the gossip is. Maybe we could have a party here tonight. That'd be fun. We haven't had a housewarming party.
Now, are housewarming parties the sort of thing you throw for yourself or that other people throw for you?
You know, typically other people throw them for you, but you have to sometimes just sort of nudge that.
Who do
So
we know in this shop that you can nudge?
I've got family there.
Oh, okay.
I have a niece.
That's right, you do. All
Anyone
right,
want to come
well,
with?
Have fun. And Gent gives Titania a kiss on the head and goes to the workshop.
Which is where Ithram is.
Excellent.
There you go.
Wait, which workshop is Ithram in?
The Arcane Workshop.
Okay, Gen's next door in the
He's-
Tinker's workshop.
If he's gonna try to get as much scribing done on Create Magin as possible.
Okay, yeah. So you can spend the whole day scribing if you so desire.
Still wouldn't be enough, but I will get started.
Ithram locks himself in the workshop and just gets to writing.
Yep.
All right, Titania's heading into Grifftop. Valdeth, what are you doing?
I'll probably follow along with Titania.
Clarna,
Sweet.
following along or staying behind? One of the two. We'll find out later. Gent.
Still working on that auto target thing for the grappling gun.
All right, go ahead and give me a Tinker Tools with intelligence.
Okay.
How far along had you gotten the planning portion of it? Seriously.
Planning's done.
Okay, so now you're just working on it.
22.
All right. How many days did I say it was going to take for you to finish modifying it?
3.
All right. Well, you with a 22, you get one whole day towards completing it.
Awesome.
All right. So Titania and Valdeth head into town. Jeremy, I don't know if you heard me. Is Kalerna going with them or staying at
I
the
did
house?
not hear you.
Yeah, that's
No.
why I'm asking again.
I'd heard. I guess not. I'll hear later or something like that. But I never heard the first part.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. She's bodyguard. So yeah. Yep.
Let me turn up my mic volume so that you hear me better. All right, so Kalerna, Titania, and Valdeth head to Grifftop.
Sweet.
It is bustling as it usually is. People, griffins are coming, going. You see caravans of people heading out, caravans of people coming in. The people that are going out are heavily armed and lightly burdened. The people that are coming back are less armed but heavily burdened.
That's fair. I'm gonna head over to the whatever they were called.
The Immortals?
Immortals?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
over to the Immortals company house. You very quickly find this half-collapsed building that is still roughly the same
Oh, they
amount
still
of
haven't
half-collapsed as
fixed
it was
it?
last time.
Okay.
And you walk up to the door.
Hello!
There is,
It's me.
there is no response.
Hello? I knock on the side of the door and peer in.
You knock on the door. The door's closed.
Okay,
So-
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door. Nobody comes to the door.
I tried the door.
You go to the handle. It's
Is it
locked.
locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Locked? Oh,
From-
shit,
from-
they're not in.
From nearby, you hear, "You looking for the Immortals?"
Yeah!
And there's just
Are
this,
they not in?
there's just this scrawny human with red hair off to one side. No, they went out on a hunt a few days ago.
Oh, which way?
South?
How? Do you know what they were hunting?
Nah.
You're a fount of information.
Thank you.
All right.
You know you have the
to you.
tools to contact them, right, Titania?
Yeah, I do. I tried the earring because I'm assuming they also have earrings. Most companies
Yes,
have
they do.
at least the normal kind.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the very least, your sister does, or your niece does.
Yep.
Character
What was her
names.
name again? Hang on, let me find my vast family tree here.
Let me also
One
find my
second.
vast list of NPCs. Where are they? There they are. Your Brava.
Yep. Dear niece Brava, it's Titania. I heard you're out hunting. How's it going?
Yeah,
We're in town.
Titania. Busy. That's all you get.
it's a busy right now thing. I'm just gonna keep talking in her ear. I'm assuming this is gonna bother her, but now I'm having fun.
Yeah. Yes, busy now.
Do you need assistance at all? So as to not die a second time?
Not that kind of busy.
I was gonna say that sounds like somebody who is in the throes of something kind of busy.
I don't know. Ah! Well then, have fun.
Cut to Brava hanging upside down from a rope off the side of a cliff.
Yeah, something. Who knows? Oh, they're busy. All right. Well then. What can we get up to in town?
I shudder to think.
There's an armory.
So many things, Kalerna. So many things. What do
I-
you like to do for fun? Like when you're not.
We have had these
following people
conversations
around.
several
Yes, I
times
know.
already.
Yeah. I haven't gotten an answer that makes any sense yet, so I'm gonna keep trying.
Respectfully, Lady Titania, you have simply gotten an answer that you do not like.
That's true. You don't do anything? No, nothing. Like, okay.
Laren is allergic to fun.
Apparently, yes.
Gesundheit.
No, I do not find that I have many opportunities for.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to try and do? Because we've got free time.
I mean, if we have free time, that is usually time for me to practice, drill, things like that. Understand.
Yeah, that sounds boring. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. I don't know, Val. I'm gonna try. It's like we've got the whole wide world. Okay.
Well,
the whole world.
We've got the entirety of Grifftop for right now.
In our hands, got the whole
You're forgetting that I can travel across the country now.
The trees you've been to.
Yeah.
Also, you can do that one more time today?
Yes.
So you won't be coming back to Grifftop if you do that.
Yes.
Nobody has forgotten that, Lady Titania. It is forefronting my thoughts at all times.
I mean, you all did, or at least Titania did forget that she could turn into clouds earlier, so there is that.
Well, I remember now. The important thing.
You could always just go get a drink.
We could.
He said leadingly.
Yeah.
Don't get a drink, it's a trap.
No, I'm gonna get some stuff for dinner tonight. I'm gonna go shopping.
Okay.
All right, we can do that.
You go shopping. What are you looking for?
Fancy stuff. We've been on the road for a while, and Titania's feeling antsy.
Meat or vegetables?
Yeah. Weird drinks. I mean, we've got to get up and go somewhere tomorrow, but like not early because they're right there. Presume they're gonna be right in town, so we don't have to go far. So yeah, stuff to have a good night.
Okay.
Is there any bar like the gin and tonic here?
Yeah, there's a bar here. It's
something like that.
It's the Cliffside Retreat.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and they have a variety of they have normal food, and they also have a few select specialty drinks.
Excellent.
looking at the list of things, they have 5 specialty drinks at the moment that you could pick from. They have the Celestial Sunrise, the Shifter's Shine, the Whispy Sour, the Bloody Merilith, and the Oristed Iced Tea, which is an alcoholic drink. They do clarify.
Okay. Can I get? How much would it cost to get one of each? Because these all sound delightful.
They are the Celestial Sunrise and the Whispy Sour are 50 gold each for one bottle, or for one they're sold in like soda bottles kind of almost, but for single person drinks rather than a tall bottle. The Shifter's Shine, the Bloody Merilith, and the Oristed Iced Tea. The Shifter's Shine is 100 gold. The Bloody Merilith is 1,000 gold, and the Oristed Iced Tea is 400 gold.
Ooh. I have a lot of money now because we got paid. Yeah, let's spend it.
I have a lot of gold. Let's spend it.
Yeah, I'll spend 1,600 gold.
All right.
Because Titania is.
So are you just buying one of each?
Yep.
All right. They do have multiple bottles of each that you could purchase if you would like.
I don't know if I want to spend all of my gold.
You don't know if you want to spend all of your gold on random alcohol that you don't know what it does.
Exactly. Plus, that brings me down to 1,900, and I feel like
Titania is the person who gets paid and immediately goes to a vending machine and spends the entire paycheck.
You have accurately described Titania, yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I think this is going to do it.
Roll 20 keeps like bugging out and not letting me open my handouts. So when you pick up the, you notice something interesting. So as you grab the bottles, the Celestial Sunrise is this sort of tear-shaped bottle with a crystal stopper on the top, filled with this sort of golden yellow liquid. The Whispy Sour is a sort of a almost shaped like a potion bottle, and there's like what looks like some sort of like maybe it's a grape or a cherry inside of it.
I know just enough about alcohol to recognize these puns.
The Bloody Merilith is this sort of snake-like bottle with some celery in it.
Yeah.
The Oristed Iced Tea is this. It's like a cylinder. It's a cylinder bottle with wrapped in twine with a sort of a dark murky brown liquid that has some looks like a slice of lemon or something in it. And the Shifter's Shine is a sort of a short squat bottle with a amber gold liquid inside it and what appears to be an eyeball.
Ooh. What? I'm gonna peer at that eyeball. What kind of eyeball?
It's got a brown iris and a black pupil.
Does it look human?
Vaguely humanoid.
Nah. Where did you get this one? Like, poke the side of the bottle, like tap the side of the bottle and see if it moves. So I ask the bartender.
Yeah, the bartender. They explain that they have a specialty brewer that lives just outside Grifftop that provides them with all their drinks.
Fascinating.
Another Griffin company. It's the Battle and Brew.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
We'll maybe have to go ask them about this, depending. Okay. Well, this is shaping up nicely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, they say.
Dallas, was there anything?
It looks like a good selection of alcohol. We should probably get a decent amount of food here with it.
Sure.
Last time you had nothing but drink. You regretted it the next morning.
Okay, yes, but I have magic that can fix that now.
Yeah, it'll fix it in
Okay.
the morning when you're awake. It won't save you from that
Yeah.
opening headache, will it?
Wise as always. Sure.
Drink water.
Ooh, sudden thought. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Oh dear.
Dearest grandmother, are you back from your fishing trip? I'm earringing the other Brava.
Who doesn't have an earring?
Doesn't have an okay, I thought she did.
No, you cast sending last time to talk to her.
Shoot. Okay. Darn it. That could be fun. See, if we could just go to not Eleonora, the other
Ilhanadur.
Ilhanador. And if they're there, then they can just send us back. They just walk through the door.
But if they're not there,
If they're not there, then we'll have to find a cleric and yes. But alright. I just want to party with my people. She's gonna fling her arms around both of you and head out of town at that point, having gotten some food.
That's if I'm not mistaken, Kalerna's not a short elf, am I right?
He's not tall.
I'm just trying to think of the height differential between
Oh, that's
She's
true.
a
like
dwarf
3.
and a drow.
Oh, that's
5'3".
fine. I'm 5 foot. Yeah, we're good.
One arm going slightly up, one arm going significantly down.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, we'll be responsible. Just want to have fun.
drink responsibly, people.
Race you back, and then I turn into something very fast, probably a panther, and race ahead with all the alcohol because it just gets absorbed into the shape.
This giant fly flies ahead.
No, it's not. I don't turn into the fly.
You said something.
I said probably the panther. Something
Okay,
fast.
Okay.
The fly is not particularly fast. It's cool. There's a difference.
I see.
Mhm.
Eventually.
I should have expected that.
Eventually, the three of you get back. Bottles are clinking. Gent is still tinkering away in his workshop. Ithram is tinkering away in the arcane workshop. You can find both of them easily.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello. Doesn't look up.
I have purchased
Is
an
it
amount
alcohol,
of
darling?
drinks. Yes, it is. One of them's got an eyeball in it.
What kind of eyeball?
Dunno. It looks human. Maybe. Humanoid.
Well, be on the lookout for
I'm
a bigger
wondering.
eye, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start drinking. I'll be in the hot tub if anyone needs me.
So are you all letting Titania drink alone?
Gent
Absolutely not.
Gent pauses with his wrenches, shakes his head, and goes back to assembling whatever armature he's on now.
Valdeth chuckles. Kind of takes a minute, pulls her hair out of the ponytail, and proceeds to join Titania in the hot tub.
The spell ain't gonna describe itself.
All right, so Titania, which drink do you partake of, and which one do you hand to Valdeth and Kalerna?
All right. Well, I want to try.
Here's the question I have: is Kalerna in the hot tub or at
Absolutely
the hot
not.
tub?
Yeah.
Well, standing just
What does
outside.
Titania do to react to that?
Hi. You could come in, There's room.
I could, but it would probably be very hot with the armor.
Yes, that is the point of a hot tub.
Clarina says, staring at the two nude people in the hot tub.
Yes.
Which one do you want to try? I have lined them all up along the rim of the tub to consider the
I
possibility.
do not know.
Okay.
I will admit that I do not have much experience in drinking.
All right.
That's why I brought this. Valdez says, bring a ewer of water off and setting it to the side of the...
She's going to make sure you drink water. So you'll be okay.
Right.
But if you don't have a lot of experience, which one was the very expensive one? 1,000 gold one? That was the
Bloody Marilith.
That's the Bloody Marilith?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably start you off with something not too strong and bright. I'm gonna push the celestial sunrise towards you.
Really well.
Val, do you have a preference?
I'll try the Whispy Sour.
Okay. I am going to try this, and I will grab the Bloody Marilith.
Who drinks first?
Probably me.
All right. Let me pull up.
Is this the one with the eyeball in it?
No, this is the one with the piece of the stick of celery in it.
Oh yeah. The eyeball is the shifter one, right? Or is that the iced tea?
Shifter Shine, I think.
Shifter Shine was the one with the eyeball.
Shine. I'm gonna have that later.
The Shifter Shine is probably also the highest alcohol content of the entire list.
Yep. That's why I'm saving it.
So, the typical Bloody Marilith, a common potion, is a specialty alcoholic beverage that fills your body with reactive energy. For 1 minute, after drinking this potion, you can use a reaction even if you have already taken one since the end of your turn. Once you take this reaction, the potion's effects end. The potion is a deep crimson color with a thick consistency that vibrates softly within its bottle, sending ripples along its surface. It smells and tastes of freshly ground pepper, hot spices, and faintly sour tomato juice. Due to its magical nature, the alcohol within this potion affects the creature twice as much as the alcohol within a non-magical beverage. However, this is not the common version. I read on. Drinking additional Bloody Marilith before you finish a long rest leaves your body feeling warm when the potion's effect and you can't move or take actions until after your next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over you. The following Bloody Marilith is a very rare variant with more powerful properties. It uses blood from a fiendish Marilith instead of a magical substitute and pleasantly burns your tongue when drinking it. It also tastes better. When you drink this potion, you can take one reaction on every turn in a combat for 1 minute. Unlike its common variant, the potion's effect does not end when you use an additional reaction. So you're feeling real good and really, perceptive of everything around you.
Whoa.
Little jumpy, little jittery.
Cool.
This is the very
No, this
rare
one's
variant. Good. You are noticing everything in the room.
Yeah.
Who's drinking next?
I'll take the second drink, I guess.
Which is the Whispy Sour?
Yeah.
All right. The typical Whispy Sour, a common potion, is a specialty alcoholic beverage that causes you to float harmlessly off the floor.
Excellent.
When you drink this potion, you gain a flying speed of 10 feet for 1 minute, but can only hover 1 foot above the ground when doing so.
Beautiful.
Fair enough, I'm already sitting in a tub.
The drink is smooth, sweet, and has a slight aftertaste of ash. A tiny single light from the dancing light spell is often cast within the drink when it's served. Due to its magical nature, the alcohol within this potion affects a creature twice as much as the alcohol within a non-magical beverage. this the following this is not the common version either. The following Whispy Sour is an uncommon variant with additional properties. It also tastes better. For 1 minute after drinking the potion, you regain 1d8 plus 2 hit points once on each of your turns when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points. If the creature is a construct or undead, you don't regain any hit points this way. This variant contains a harmless will-o-wisp fragment. Hazy visions of lost souls occasionally drift to the drink's cheery liquid.
You may have drunk a soul.
You'll find these in the magical items, by the way.
Sip.
Well, you'll find these in the magical items when Roll20 decides it wants to behave itself.
Fair.
Which leaves Kalerna. So Kalerna, Titania looks very twitchy, and Valdeth is floating.
Ever so slightly.
A foot off the bottom of the hot tub. So out of the water. Or not quite out of the water, but
Partially.
He starts to shift a little bit, and I'm thinking perhaps somebody should be sober at the time.
Oh,
I'll be sober all night.
Fine.
Trust me on that one.
You are literally floating.
Yeah, but magic is not in sobriety.
It's cool.
That is a matter of question. You
haven't drunk with many dwarves, have you?
Kalerna.
Okay,
Gent is at the
dwarves can
doorway.
get drunk. That does. You are not incapable of getting.
Oh no, we
drunk.
can. But I've had one drink of this.
I understand that.
Gent has arrived and has said to drink the drink, Kalerna. Or whatever that's worth.
Very well. I will try it.
So
Whichever.
the Celestial Sunrise was the one you were holding. Yeah.
Yep.
The typical Celestial Sunrise, a common potion, is a specialty alcoholic beverage that causes light to pour from your mouth for 1 hour after you drink it. The light shines in a cone from your mouth, casting bright light for 20 feet and dim light for an additional 20 feet. The potion glows softly on its own, even if no light is shining through it. The beverage is rejuvenating and powerfully flavored with pineapple, orange, and honey, with just a hint of pomegranate as an aftertaste. Due to its magical nature, the alcohol within the potion affects the creature twice as much as the alcohol within a non-magical beverage. This one is the common version. Not that you, Kalerna, would notice if it was the uncommon version, because the uncommon variant tastes better and also lets you see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, for 8 hours.
Great. Well, no, magical would make the difference.
In addition, well, actually, you would notice because in addition, the light cast.
Drow cannot see through magical darkness.
In addition, the light cast from your mouth due to the potion's common effects increases, casting bright light out to 40 feet and dim light out for an additional 40 feet instead. Right now,
Also-
I'm fucking blinding myself.
That effect doesn't have a range.
No, it's 20 feet to 20 feet.
No.
that's
They see
good.
normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical.
Yes.
So that doesn't have a range.
No.
So you have infinite dark vision at that point.
I mean, it doesn't matter because you're also spewing a 40-foot cone light of. You're both spewing 80 foot of light out of your mouth.
Whoa.
Right now, she's shooting 40 feet.
What the bloody hell?
The worst part is it only happens when you open your mouth.
You're lit up from the inside.
I am not thinking that I am liking this drinking thing.
To be fair, she started you off drinking magic, so.
That's true.
Gent picks up the shifter shine and tries to identify the eyeball inside.
Appears to be a humanoid eye. It's
Can he make a nature check or anything?
It is
to see?
impossible to determine what kind of humanoid eye because
Okay.
most humanoid eyes look the same.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway,
You drink it.
if nobody objects, yeah.
Try it. Yeah. Hey, Ithram! I yell really loud.
Yep.
The tip-
Please
Gent will
don't.
literally just pull
Fuck!
Gent will
I
just
wanna
pull
keep
the
your
top
eyes
off.
closed.
and slug a shot basically straight from the bottle and then recork it or whatever type of lid this thing has.
The typical Shifter's Shine, a common potion, is a specialty alcoholic beverage that causes your face to appear more glamorous. For 1 hour after drinking the potion, your skin's complexion clears, appears healthier, and grows more taut. Your face, while largely unchanged, is distinctly more attractive. It exudes a weak aura of enchantment magic. When you make a charisma check while under the effects of this potion, you can choose to forego rolling a d20 to get a 10 on the die. Once you use this property, you can't use it again for the remainder of the potion's duration. The potion is a rich honey color and swirls lazily around, regardless of how it's handled. It can be found in any sort of vessel, though it's usually found in glass jars. The eye of a shapeshifter drifts along the potion's bottom, making it a daunting beverage for the average tavern goer to order. It is an extremely strong alcoholic taste with a hint of caramel. Due to its magical nature, the alcohol within this potion affects the creature twice as much as the alcohol within a non-magical beverage. The following Shifter's Shine is an uncommon variant, which is the one you're drinking, with additional properties. It also tastes better. When you drink this potion, you gain the effects of the Alter Self spell for 1 hour, no concentration required, or until you end the effect as a bonus action.
Cool.
How do you alter yourself?
What you gonna turn into?
Let me see. Let me look that spell up real quick, and I'll.
That's the one
I have
Pull off the sword of frills, just like.
Ithram, you hear shouting from the hot tub room.
Mm-hmm.
And screams of pain, too.
Yeah. He will come out with one of the nice thing about these is that the top of the desk actually comes undone and carry it like a clipboard.
Yeah.
Out there, he's standing at the door, still scribing. Yes, did you need something?
Do you want to try? She holds up the last bottle.
Which one is that?
The Oristad iced tea.
It's just iced tea.
Nope. Don't like this.
I can see Kalerna shining.
Every time Kalerna's mouth opens, you just see a burst of light, Ithram.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
You could be a lighthouse on the cliff. It's very useful.
Gent has vanished. His clothes are on the floor.
What did you do with Alter Self?
Oh, he went aquatic adaptation. He's under the water now.
There are gills.
Yep.
Nice.
He'll walk over, set the quill down, grab the bottle.
You can see all the bottles that you've drank so far in the magic items tab of the journal, by the way.
It is alcoholic.
He's going to look at it. One moment. He'll go set the clipboard away from all the water. And
Probably a good idea.
set up a shot.
All right. So you take a drink. Roll me 2d8.
Excellent.
Oh boy.
Love it.
Two separate d8s. Let me clarify that.
Okay. 3 and 2.
The typical Oristad iced tea, a common potion, is a specialty alcoholic beverage that creates harmless sensory effects with each sip. When made, a tea has enough for 6 plus 1d4 sips before it's used up. This one has 10 sips total, instead of a single use, unlike the other ones. So you can sip several times. You can take a sip as an action. When you drink this potion, roll on the table below to determine which of the following effects occur. The first table, you rolled a 3. You remain frozen in place for 1 second, as if briefly removed from time. This drink is incredibly refreshing, with notes of lemon, tea, and cherry, and has virtually no alcoholic bite to it. Regardless, due to its magical nature, the alcohol within this potion affects the creature twice as much as the alcohol with a non-magical beverage. The following Oristad iced tea is a very rare variant, which is the one you're drinking, with additional properties. It also tastes better. When you take a sip of this potion, roll a d8 and consult the table below instead to determine which of the following benefits. Oh, so you only get one of these benefits. Never mind. Well, we'll say you got both anyways, just because it's fun. Once you've gained a benefit from this table, you can't gain the same benefit again until you finish a long rest. You rolled a 2. For 1 hour, you gain a +2 bonus to dexterity, ability checks, and saving throws, as well as attack and damage rolls for weapons that use dexterity.
Nice.
Sets the sip down. That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Feel any. Set it in one moment. Let me check my inventory real quick. Because why not?
You feel more limber than usual.
I have a small knife, not a dagger, a small knife.
It's like a dagger, but smaller.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do one of the dexterity tricks.
All right. Let's give me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Which I believe is a dexterity check, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I have advantage, right?
You have +2.
Or +2. +2. So this +2. 17.
Not bad.
Nice, yeah. So yeah, you just effortlessly you do a little finger twirl of the knife. Your fingers,
be handy.
your fingers feel very limber.
Feels very, very nice.
There are 9 more sips left in this jug, in this Orsted iced tea, and it is now in your journal, so you can all see what all the art looks like.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, so one of you is spewing light in your mouth. One of you is hovering. One of you is swimming underwater. One of you is twitchy, and the other one is feeling slightly more dexterous. What now?
Valda sort of swirls the Whispy Sour. This is very strong whiskey. I'm going to go slow on that if I'm going to stay relatively fine. She picks up the ewer of water, pours a glass of that, and drinks it.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I'm gonna have a shot of the iced tea.
Roll me a d8.
Instead. D8?
God, what? Roll 20. Please stop stopping my ability to open things.
4.
A 4. So we're going to look at the second table, which I will open up in a second.
For 1 hour, you gain a +2 to intelligence ability checks and saving throws. If intelligence is your spellcasting ability, you also gain a +2 bonus to your spell attack rolls and spell save DC for the duration.
Titania, you feel smarter somehow as you drink this drink.
I'm just at normal now. Normal human. Whoa.
Numbers make sense now.
Wow. Cool.
As you get more drunk.
You have a sneaking suspicion that there's an actual relationship between the legs of a right triangle and its hypotenuse.
Kalerna has grabbed a cloth?
Yes, and covered the entire lower part of her face at this point. Like multiple wrappings, because I'm sure just one wrapping is not going to be enough to cut off that light.
So yeah, after a few wraps around, now every time Kalerna opens her mouth, there's just it's like a lamp.
Yeah.
You've got like a shade.
Yes, I am very fucking amused.
It'll wear off eventually. Do you want to have another one?
Are you sure?
No. But probably.
I would be highly amused if this did not wear off shortly, because I don't think I've seen that many people wandering around with fucking lamps out of their jaws.
She tries to talk and realizes that she's good, and so she covers eyes, pulls down. The problem is, even if I wanted to, how am I supposed to drink when I cannot see?
I'll guide you here, and I'm gonna put a shot of this.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, how does your average blind person not die of thirst, Kalerna?
Yeah.
I would assume through years of, at least some amount of time of practice and use.
Do you want a straw?
We can get you a straw.
I am quite fine. Thank you.
I think a straw. I'm gonna have another shot.
Valdeth hovers out of the room to find a straw.
Gets back under the water.
Okay, maybe why?
What are you doing under there?
Nothing we can say in public.
Oh boy. 5.
A 5. Yeah,
Oh goodness.
For 1 hour, you gain a +2 bonus to your wisdom ability checks and saving throws. If wisdom
you
is your
go.
spellcasting ability, you also
I'm
gain
at
a +2 to your
22.
spell attack rolls.
Listen, I think
and
I'm
spell save
practically a
DC.
god by this point.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Having taken a third drink from these very alcoholic drinks.
That's very fair. That's a 9.
Fucking drunk.
I think.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks and saving throws now.
But I have a +2, so it's fine.
Valdeth eventually returns with a straw, sets it down, goes back into the water.
Very slowly.
Come to the realization.
Here you go. Wait, I have to the water is beside you. It's just water.
Titania hiccups.
I'm assuming that aside from the Orostat iced tea, the rest of these are just one use.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, we get the effect once. We can just sort of sip on the rest of the drink. Basically.
Precisely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you mix drinks.
Now,
I feel like
there's
mixing
an
magical
idea.
drinks is a bad plan.
Playing the wrong character of mine for this particular moment.
I know.
Like almost literally any other character, sort of like Nerali, would have been perfect for this scene.
I'm going to regret this. Regret. But listen, we're going to and listen. She's gonna go over and grab the jar of water from Valdeth. Good. I'm gonna have some water. She dumps it over her head. Some of it gets drunk. I'm gonna have some water. But we're just sort of tomorrow we're gonna go attack against Father. I make sure he's still under the water. We're gonna go attack against Father, and then we're gonna
a foot just stomps on your head while you're underwater.
Right, I figured there was just like a hand on top of the head, like
No, because Titania's standing up.
A
So just foot.
hand, I'm patting, yeah. And then we're going to go back to the island. We're going to be very nice to all of the trees. And then we're going to go and try and avenge Mal's tragic demise. Sniffs loudly. How you doing, Ithram? I look over at where Ithram was, or where I think he is.
He's still there, and he's still writing.
Titania is very clearly looking to the left of you, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you okay?
I look to my left. I think I'll be all right. Thank you for asking, though.
Okay. 'Cause it's very sad, you know?
I do. It is.
You should mourn however you want to, but when you're ready, new familiar. I don't know. 'Cause it's we get this, right? Here, doing this, and then maybe if you're very lucky, you're like, guys, and have a couple of them and maybe you remember them, but you have this. And so she picks up the bottle of the iced tea. I'm going to enjoy this. And she drinks
Another D8.
the rest of it. At that point, I think she's just,
So roll me. There were 10 sips. So roll me 7 D8.
I've had.
You've had 2.
I've had
Ithram had
2.
1.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
roll me 7 D8, and
Okay.
then a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
That's very fair. 1.
There you go.
2.
So with an 8, your skin, hair, and eye colors are inverted.
Ooh.
In addition, roll a D12.
Oh, a D12. Okay.
How many of your organs
8.
pop out of your eyes? No.
8.
You grow or shrink a number of inches equal to the result of the die, shrinking by odd numbers and growing by even ones. So you grow.
8 inches tall.
Oh
So
no,
you're-
God, I'm 5'8" now.
So your skin, hair, and eye colors invert, and you grow 8 inches.
This is
You remain. You gain 2d10 plus 20 temporary hit points.
excellent.
Roll again.
Okay.
We have several left to go.
6.
For 1 hour, you have a +2 bonus to charisma, etc.
Beautiful. 8 again.
You recover expended spell slots with a combined level that equal to or less than 8, and none of the slots can be 6th level or higher.
I get my tree stride back.
Very, very useful.
Oh
It's
no.
very useful.
Yeah, no, that's different thing. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll again.
That's been 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, 2 more.
3 more. Okay.
2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
No, sorry, 3
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
No, 3 more. You're right.
3. You have a 7.
5, 6, 7.
There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go. 2.
For 1 hour, you gain a +2 bonus for dexterity ability checks and saving throws, as well as the attack and damage rolls for blah blah blah.
Ooh. 5.
You've already gotten that one, so instead,
Okay.
you suddenly
And-
teleport 5 feet into an unoccupied space next to you.
You just
I'm
shift 1 square over.
Yep. I'm probably out of the tub.
7, choose a benefit from the second table, even if you've already gained it since you finished your last long rest.
Grab
Okay.
some more spell slots.
This,
I don't
this,
know.
The same table?
Yeah,
Very
from
rare
the very
effects.
rare effects, yes.
Oh, okay.
You just get to pick one this time. And you
Oh goodness. Well, let's go with the last one that I haven't gotten.
+2 to your strength. All right, for 1 hour you get +2 to your
Why
strength.
not?
All right, now make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay, here we go. Yep. Disadvantage. $11. It's pretty good for me.
Tanya hits the ground.
Good thing she teleported outside of the bath for that first.
You are unconscious.
Gen
Yep.
goes over and props her up.
Unconscious, naked, and wet on a stone floor.
Yeah, Gent's gonna think better of it, and he's gonna call what's her name?
Tilra?
Tilra. He's gonna call Tilra for some towels. And we're going to carry our unconscious girlfriend to her bed.
Tilra comes and helps.
As tall as you now.
Yes, you are, but you're unconscious, so you can't tell me about it.
I know. Curses.
All right. Is there anything else anyone else is doing before you all go to bed, apparently?
Actually, yeah.
Because it's like noon now, and Tanya's already dead.
Yeah. Fair.
Day drinking.
Ithram is going to if it's noon.
Yeah,
How long would you say that I've been scribing already?
you would have had about 5 hours so far.
So I could do the whole thing today.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do that.
Okay. Yeah. It's been how many hours do you have left after 5?
After 5, I have it was 14 hours total, so 9.
So yeah, by 9 o'clock tonight, you'll have finished.
Okay. 10 o'clock, because at some point during the day, he's going to ritually cast Find Familiar again. This time, he's going to be summoning a... I looked up the term for this. It's called Flammulated, which is the color pattern for the owl's feathers. But a flammulated owl, which is like 8 inches tall, and I have a name for it too. Let's see.
Tiniest owl.
Not the tiniest, but it's still
Very
kind of small. Very small.
Not the smallest, but very small.
A very
yes.
small owl.
I'm gonna name it Shakar.
Okay.
Yep, just have him hang out on the windowsill and keep an eye on what everybody else is doing inside the house.
All right. So for the rest of the day, Titania's passed out. Gent, you eventually finish your thing.
Yep.
You now have
Cool.
So yeah, now
2 days left.
Yeah. So you have 2 days left before you finish it. Valdeth, after an hour you stop hovering.
Yeah. Valdeth makes sure that she, makes sure that she gets food and water so she's not going to be hungover in the morning.
Or later this afternoon, really.
Or later in the evening.
Kalerna, after an hour, your mouth stops radiating light.
Finally.
So is there anything else anyone else is doing today?
I don't think so. Not for Gent, anyway.
So you spend the day in mostly peaceful relaxation. Titania, you wake up with a splitting hangover at about 9 p.m.
Okay, this isn't as bad. The sun's not like right in my face, so it's okay.
Kalerna leans over the bed and says something. Oh, now it is.
No, that ended a while ago.
That wore off. Ow. I don't feel all the things that I had wore off. Yep.
Oh yeah, everything wore off a long time ago.
Shoot.
I mean, except those spells.
Oh yeah,
I do still have my spells.
You still have your spells back, yes. So you have
I do
one
have
more.
my
You have one more
spells.
casting of. You have one more casting of Tree Stride or Transport via Plants.
I do.
I think it can't be 6th level or higher, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Transport via Plants is a 5th level spell.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You got a
Said
fifth-
with excitement.
So you got a 5th level spell and a 3rd level spell, or 2, or a 2nd level and a 1st level, or 3 first level, however you want it to.
No, it's 6th level. Transport via plants is 6th level.
Oh,
Tree
is it?
Stride is 5th level.
Oh, Tree Stride. Well, you have a 5th level spell slot and a 3rd level spell slot back, so.
Tree Stride is like Blink for trees.
I see.
Blink for trees. No, that's a treant, William.
No, you can walk. It's a short range. You can walk in and out of trees.
Oh, none of which. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I didn't actually have. I just spent the one like high level spell
Well,
to get us here, so I can do a fireball. Is the answer to that.
so you can cast Fireball for the rest of the day.
Yep, I can cast. Well, just once. Just once.
Yeah, once. You can-
Yep.
So you
will-
still feel slightly brimming with magical energy, even though you're hungover.
I do.
I'm amused by the fact that non-spellcasters just get the ability to cast Fireball whenever they get that result.
Yeah.
Well, heck.
Magic should
I'm
be
gonna
under
try and
controlled substances.
scry. This is not a good idea, but she's gonna try and scry.
On who?
I do cast Lesser Restoration on myself, so I'm
Okay.
no longer hungover.
Good.
I haven't come out of my room yet, and I am going to try and cast scrying on. It says I need to be. Well, I don't need to have specifically met them, but would. It's not letting me show. There we go. Okay.
We're trying to cast Escryed.
I'm gonna try and scry on.
That was a weird anime.
Are on against air quotes uncle slash my great uncle whatever that person. I'm gonna try and see because I am related to yeah.
You're not related to Alphenbar.
No, it was the firstborn who gave him a pact that you're related.
Got it. I'm gonna try and scry on him then.
On the first
the guy
one?
who gave him the pact. Yep.
The scry fails.
Okay. Does it fail because he's just too powerful, or because he's not on this plane, or what can I learn from that failure?
All you know is the target isn't affected.
Okay.
I mean, you as the player know I didn't roll a dice, which might inform you on a meta level, but you as the character don't know why it failed.
Okay. He's found us before in Taram. I'm gonna wander out to the garden.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sit down. And I'm going to conjure woodland beings to get something that can travel very fast. Let me see what that might be. I have the spell lasts an hour. Basically, I want to try and get something that can go to Brava and Philanderal's house, if that's possible. Something that can make it there.
You summon a fey creature. Just has to be a fey creature.
This has to be a fey creature.
What's the CR restrictions?
CR, if it's just one, it can be up to CR 2.
Okay, Quickling is CR 1, and they are very fast.
Okay.
So yeah, you summon this tiny, it looks almost like a blue-skinned elf with this sort of tall widow's peak and long white hair. Looks up at you.
Can you pass a message on for me?
Sure, okay.
To Brava, I give their full names. Brava Valkorian or Philanderal Green Meadow in Helhanador from Titania, their granddaughter. I want to talk about some of the people higher up on the family tree. The firstborn? Please. That's all the message.
Get by. They move 120 feet on a regular move. So 240 feet if they dash around.
Yep. And I'm just gonna concentrate on that and be out in the yard for a while, waiting.
I have to think about how far away. How long does that last?
An hour.
How far away is Ilhanador?
I know. Sorry for all the math.
Things. I said on the world map you could travel 2 squares at the speed of Windwalk, which is what? What's the speed on Windwalk?
That's 60 feet around, I think. Or no, it's 100.
That's 300 feet around.
300 feet around.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
that thing can go better than 27 miles in an hour.
34 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You're here. That's less than a square away, or it's actually like 1 square away. It's right there actually, but that's right at the tip because you're at one tip of the square to another tip of the square. Yeah, okay. Towards the end of the hour, as you feel the spell end.
Yep.
There's just a floating tea kettle in front of you, pouring a cup. And the cup floats towards you.
I'll take it.
As you take it, there's suddenly a satyr sitting at the other side of it, holding the tea kettle. It's Flanderil. You called?
Yeah. I had some questions. We need to try and talk to the firstborn or find out where they are.
Ooh, that's going to be very difficult to do, as not even the God Emperor knows where his firstborn child is. The firstborn was a bit of a...
I don't know much about them. Can you explain?
I can explain some. I've never met them myself. I've only heard bits and pieces, rumors. Even Archfey have not really ever met him. I know it's a him. That much I know.
Okay.
The firstborn of the God Emperor is the closest to the God Emperor's power, like unto a god themselves. And a bit of a... what's the word? Prodigal son, as it were. Left home thousands of years ago, never came back, wiped their existence from reality. And no one really knows what they've been doing, where or why, ever since.
Well, I think I know some of what he's been doing.
Yeah, and you are a step ahead of the vast majority of powerful individuals in the world, all of whom would very much like to know what, where, and why.
He did something to my fiancé.
Did he?
I take a sip. Yes.
Did he directly or through a pawn?
Through a pact with someone else. A lot of power.
He's giving out pacts, I see.
Yeah, you did that before.
Several times.
How does that work?
No.
Is there a way to break it?
Kill the pact owner. Kill the pact bearer. The
Mm-hmm.
pact is a bargain. And bargains have power. It's a sort of a timeshare, as it were, kind of. I give a portion of my power, I infuse a portion of my power into someone who wants something.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, they go out and do deeds for me. As they grow in strength, the power I bestowed to them grows in strength. And when they die, as they inevitably do, for they are all mortal, that power returns to me. And it has grown significantly. And so now I am more powerful, in addition to having had some favors done. When they die or when the pact is broken, depending on the deal. All pacts have their own terms, but without knowing the specific terms themselves, the only way to break them is to kill one end of the pact. Now, the trick is the more powerful the pact giver, the more powerful the pact bearer.
Yes.
And then
So
when
this-
that pact is fulfilled, yet more powerful is the pact giver.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to remember things. So it was, because it's been a couple weeks. It was Galadir's clone that kind of like
Galadir's
broke
simulacrum.
simulacrum, went rogue, made a deal with great uncle
Yep.
for a pact.
Yes.
Has been known as Alphenbar to Ghent.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up, did terrible things. It's somewhere possibly in the Nine House. Okay. It's a lot of power floating around.
There is. It's one of the quickest and easiest ways for immortal beings such as we to generate more power.
We?
We. Myself. And the firstborn.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for answering those.
You're welcome.
It was very helpful. And the tea is lovely.
Thank you. I'm glad I could help, and I brewed it special. Waves a hand. The tea kettle is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you ever need any help, simply run up an alley and holler fish.
Fish.
And as you blink, he's gone.
I'll set the tea cup down somewhere and go out and find the rest of the people.
They're in
Hello.
various places around the house.
Yep.
Mithrin's probably passed out.
Oh.
Finishes scribing and then face down on the desk.
You got ink on your... Okay.
Evening, darling. Feeling better?
Uh-huh. I restored myself, so it's... Hangover's gone. I went and had tea with my grandfather. Grandfather. Yes.
Just grandfather. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you pass along my
Ask some
repeated
questions.
thanks? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
No, I
interesting?
asked a little bit about I asked a little bit about the firstborn and kind of packs and things, because he's done that. They both get power out of it. It's apparently if you grant a little bit of power to someone, they can grow that, and then you bring it back, and it's like it doesn't.
It's like investment banking.
Yes, sure. I think I felt smarter before. And taller. I had a dream I was taller. It was very
about as tall as I
exciting.
was.
Ooh, that could have been fun. No, and yeah, just kind of general about that. I didn't want to tell too much of things, but no one knows where the firstborn is, and he's sort of erased himself out of knowledge, which we sort of already knew, I think, a bit, but it was good to, clarify.
John, do we
I don't
have a
know.
name
wanna ask
for the
questions.
do we have a name for the barrier between more or less the astral plane and all the deities and stuff and
the divine
Terra
the,
proper?
the divine veil.
Okay. I wonder if the divine veil is a two-way thing.
Not, I don't think so. Wouldn't, I mean,
You make a
he
religion
wouldn't
check
have
on
gotten
that.
across it. What was, we found out this guy's name. Tyrnalian? Yeah. Tyrnalian wouldn't have, he's from this side,
Right.
like all of us are.
He's not a full divine, though. He's
No.
a demi something.
He's almost there.
Right.
He might be trying to get there.
If it's a barrier and he's hiding from someone, I would say that the most likely thing or person he's hiding from is his father.
Yes.
Who
and all
is
of the
a full
relatives.
divine, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So the easiest place, if it is a two-way thing, to hide from him would probably be on the other side of the veil. Assuming he can get across it. I'm just theory crafting at this point, but yes. All right. So he's off somewhere doing something in some place for some reason that nobody knows about.
Yep.
But is apparently consolidating / accumulating power, since
And
that's
your
the main
uncle was
reason that
trying
he
to
would
get
do
across
pacts.
anyway, right? That was what all of the. Okay.
He used me to open up a portal into a hell dimension, which he presumably couldn't do himself because he's not actually a Minar. If it was my blood that he needed, or maybe he just needed non-Galadir blood, although I assume there would be easier ways of getting just general non-Galadir blood without inserting yourself into a noble family in Taram. Go shoot a pig or something.
I don't know enough about magic. But anyway, that's. I figured I'd ask around about that, but that was it. I'm feeling much better.
Good.
The water helped immensely, Val.
I know you didn't drink any of it, so.
I drank a little bit of it. I was having fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't have magic to fix things like you do, so I actually have to drink water to not do that.
That's
I
probably
drank
very
a lot of water.
smart.
You also, breathed a lot of water. So
It makes it much easier to drink when you're breathing it as well.
The gills was fun.
Gills are a lot of fun.
Being a fish is very fun. Highly recommend. Kalerna, good to see you don't have light flowing out of your face anymore.
If you go look for her, she is down in the downstairs. She's just training nonstop.
Down by the elevator.
Yes, I'm very happy for these.
Do you have a headache from it? Or
little bit?
Do you want some healing?
No,
Okay,
I'm
can I-
fine, thank you. It is not that severe. It has been a while. It has.
Okay. I
Just,
didn't mean to give you a headache.
It is. I understand.
Okay.
Never order a drink named Sunrise again.
That's fair.
Always
the name
order
did not
drinks
really.
Always order drinks named Sunrise because they are almost always delicious.
Yeah.
Do you want a sparring partner? She just hit. It's not really hitting back. I have a
No,
lot
I
of
am
extra
aware.
hit points.
No, you
I
don't.
do not
You
know
know.
where the hit point
Those went
is.
away after an
but
hour.
Shh. I'm lying.
I do not understand what a hit point is.
Oh, well, it's a theory. My instructors in sword class told me I flaked off on those classes, so I don't really know. But it sounds good.
It's,
I think.
it's strategic places where you can strike an enemy and cause him to die quickly, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
yeah.
points where you
A
hit.
point.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah. Hit points. Tashani didn't really understand it.
Yeah. Do you mean pressure points?
Sure. Do you want to? We have a lot of time to kill, and I get bored easily. Can I help? Can I help you practice?
Very well.
Okay. I'll fight
Yep.
with you.
Yep.
Yep. She will get very annoyed very quickly if you are slacking off because she is a princess, and will proceed to try and really hit you.
Oh
which
no,
is
she
not that
beats the
effective.
living shit out of you.
Cool. Okay.
Meanwhile,
With
Ithram,
echo, so you never know where the hit's coming from.
Wonderful.
Ithram, who's asleep, you have a dream.
All right.
You're standing in the blasted wastelands of desolation. The skeleton of the Titan, off in the distance, visible. The beating of wings. Somewhere. There's a sandstorm around you, just sort of whirling. And nothing else but the blasted ground. You sort of see movement out of the corner of your eye at one point. You turn. And there is this figure approaching out of the sandstorm. Tall, hunter green skin, marked in certain places with sort of black spots. Long, braided, dread-like hair hanging down to the middle of their back. Masculine looking. Pair of sharp tusks coming out of the lower jaw. With a spear in one hand. And what looks like a broken hilt in the other. They just sort of walk right up to you. Put this hilt in your hand. And walk past. You look down, and in your hand, it's just like it's almost like a hilt that was designed without a blade. And you feel your magical energy sort of pulse into it, and it emits this blue arcane blade from the hilt. And you pull that energy back. And as the blade disappears, there's just an eruption of force in front of you, cracking the ground. And as you look at the crack in the ground, there's just the cracks form a shape. It's the icon of Kultir. And that's where we're going to take a break. If you're watching if you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for these commercial messages. Remember, when we take our breaks, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, grab a drink, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back.
That was a journey.
I made weird noises. So, Ithram, you wake
Yes.
up. You have all gone to bed at some point and have had a long rest. It's now the morning. Ithram, you wake up with a spell complete, and it feels like you're looking at your hand as if it's grasping something that is not there.
Yeah, I kind of play over the feeling of the hilt in my hand again. Is there any runes or anything that I recognize can try to recollect from my dreams?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Where is my character sheet? Oh, there it is.
It's
behind
right in front of you.
I was modifying the red dragon wormling token that I have control over into a draconic spirit, and it was in front of my character sheet. Arcana, natural 20 for a total of 30.
So yes, there was like sort of a magic sigil on one side of it, and then on the other side it was the symbol of Kultir. It's just on the cross guard, like on either side of the cross guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back, Jack. You've had a long rest. We're with
Thank
Ithram
you.
now, though. It felt like it felt like a one-handed blade. Like it was not like a long sword hilt or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah. Did I recognize the area, or was it just like
it was just
generic
generic
desolation
aspect
vibe?
Of desolation, yeah.
Okay. All right. Do I know the name of? Is this something that there have been stories of, or
make a history check?
Actually, if this is a vision from Kultir, then I'm gonna spend a minute to change Arcane Bombardment into Legend Lore, and I'm gonna cast.
You just woke up, so you can actually just prepare your spells like normal.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have prepared Bombardment, but I'm gonna prepare Legend Lore right now. And I'm gonna cast that on that blade or that hilt.
Okay. So you cast Legend Lore with that image in your mind, and
throw it in chat.
You receive. There is a blade. You learn about a blade bestowed upon warrior mages, basically. The kinds of mages that specialize in battle. Forged for Kultir by the elemental chaos long ago. It is a magic weapon called the Spell Sword that is specifically powered by magic. Non-magic users can use it, but it's designed for mages, particularly war wizards. And it's the kind of weapon that is bestowed upon people who prove themselves worthy of it. And so, being given the task of finding it is itself a trial.
Okay. Well then, kind of shake the grogginess out of himself and wipe his eyes and just gonna think about that for a little bit and see who else is. Let's see, can I cast that as a ritual? No. So there's that. Yeah, he's gonna go about gathering the rest of his things for the trip that we have planned.
Right. Sam, all of you wake up. Titania, you're covered in more bruises than when you went to sleep.
Oh.
some of them may have taken a while to show up after the
Okay.
beating you received from Kalerna.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Don't tell her. I feel fine. All right, I'm gonna go out and pretend like nothing hurts at all. I'm fine.
Give me a performance check.
Yep.
Posed by what? Insight?
Shoot.
Your passive insight, yes.
11.
16. Darling, did you walk into your door?
No, I sort of
You've got a big...
walked into. Oh shit. Okay. No, Kalerna. We did like sparring practice. She's really good at it.
I'd hope so.
Things hurt. No, I don't tell her. I feel fine.
Yes, you do.
What's your passive insight, Kalerna?
Not great.
Probably can't be worse than Ithram's.
Remember, wisdom was my dump stat.
Beautiful.
It's a 9.
Yes!
Oh,
As far as you're aware, Titania is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Valdeth with her 18 passive insight.
Yeah.
11.
Hey, you that.
Yep. Literally everybody else sees Titania just doing the slight limp, like, ow, ow, ow.
Except
ow.
Kalerna, yeah.
Yeah, and Kalerna's like, hey, you're walking it off pretty well.
To be fair, my passive perception is 14.
Like the
and
bruises.
this is like clearly she's beat the fuck up.
Yeah, the bruises are very obvious. It's
Yeah.
it's how she's carrying herself to make it seem like she's not bothered by them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
it's
see the
fine.
bruises. That's nothing. Like, you don't need to roll for that.
Good morning.
All right, so we're headed back to Sharkmouth Bay today?
Well, first we have a conversation with Adam. Or Adam.
Yes.
No, we don't.
As much as you're terrified of this conversation, it probably needs to happen, particularly because he's the most experienced person we have in regards to these kinds of opponents.
Yeah. All right.
If you want to avoid the familial conversation, we can, but I think you probably should bring it up at some point.
Perhaps when we get there, we just speak of business and the rest you can talk amongst yourselves as...
All right, I'll have to go prepare something, right? John, what would Gent need to roll in order to make a decent portraiture sketch from memory of his mother?
Performance.
This is going to go great. Oh, I've got inspiration. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Gent, come here, you're a plant.
11. We might be able to beat that. Nope, we can't. Okay.
Oh.
We'll stick with the 11.
You look at it.
It's a little sketchy.
You never paid attention to your portraiture class, mostly because you never had portraiture classes.
Uh-huh.
But even you aren't convinced by this portrait. You're like, I tried.
Balls it up, throws it in the fireplace.
So, the group of you gather your things and head towards Grifftop. You can very clearly see the Ivory Tower is easy to spot because it's the largest building in its area, because there are no other buildings next to it, and also there's a giant skeleton standing outside holding a sign that says Ivory Legion.
Mm-hmm.
All good clues.
You walk. It's actually outside the gates. At the moment, they seem to have set up just outside the front gate, and the reason being, you would assume, the pile of undead gnoll corpses next to it. that this
Ow.
that this large orc in very fine white robes that are getting very dirty while he mutters constantly is just going through.
Hello.
He seems very upset.
We're here to
Need a
talk to
hand?
Adam.
No, I don't need a hand. Adam's inside.
He has several hundred right there.
All right, thank you, and go knock on the door.
Door opens. The Kenku you had previously seen that had like wings as a cloak is there with just a regular cloak around them, which you realize the cloak is made of feathers.
Morning.
Morning.
We were here to talk to Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
Can you show us?
Show us. Door opens and he lets back in.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. You're super helpful. We appreciate it, man.
You're super helpful. We appreciate it, man. He just clicks his beak again, points up. There's a staircase.
Up the stairs we go.
You go up the stairs. You eventually find yourselves in what's probably like a parlor of some kind. There's a large, like, throne at one end of it that seems to have it has like a series of signs next to it. One says Adam, one says Korax, one says Decay, one says Kiva, one says Penitent, one says Runervon, one says Tortelbach, one says Torin, and one says Ultan. And they're all like somebody has like crayoned on like a paper plate kind of signs. And
Yep.
currently Decay is on the throne, and sitting on the throne is this robed individual who's just sort of leaning back with one leg over a knee, holding a mug in one hand. And you notice that there's no connecting tissue between the gloved hand and the sleeve. It's just this dark black shadow, as it's just sort of leaning back in the throne, while in front of it while like sort of on the ground, sort of like laying on his back, is Adam, in his white bone armor. He's sort of like laying down. It sounds like they were in the middle of a conversation. As you walk into the room, it looks up at you. Oh, hi guys, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the tower. You need to talk to us about undead things?
Few things, but yes, undead are at the top of the list.
He rolls over, gets up. Well, what do you need to ask?
What do you know about the island of Exter?
Not a damn thing. Looks over around. So the people that are in the room right now, you see this individual who's apparently Decay, according to the sign, sitting on the throne. There's Adam. Korax is coming behind you, That would be the Kenku. You see a individual wrapped in bandages, like completely wrapped in bandages, wherever skin would be exposed, and where skin would not be exposed is wearing the loudest, most wild collection of colorful coat you have ever seen, and equally matching garish vest and pants and boots and gloves.
Excellent.
There is also a gray-skinned tiefling with a large pair of bat wings off to one side. And he sort of looks around for a second. Torin! Oh, God, that hurt. Why did that... And he reaches into his mouth and pulls out a tooth. That's why that hurt. That's not mine. And he sort of flicks it off to one side. After a few minutes, a large, green-skinned furbolg walks into the room. It's a furbolg wearing the most dour of clothes. Black tunic with reddish black sleeves on it. just all dark clothing,
The
carrying
Jesuit
a,
furbog.
carrying like a
Emo.
more like a
Emo furball. What are you?
more like a mortician furball, really. If you're looking at it stylistically.
I feel like we just stepped into Corpse Bride.
Yes, Adam. What was the name of that island again? He says, looking at the
Exter.
Tear.
Exter, know it? He thinks for a second. It's an island north side of the Shattered Lands. Don't know much else.
Well, it's also the fortress of a lich.
You know anything about liches?
Fun. Yes. Bad news. Why
The entire
is this
island's
relevant?
Yes, this is our current task.
We've got to kill it and take some things that it has.
He looks at the group view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I'll go dig 5 graves. And he turns and walks away. Adam looks after him. That you don't. I'm sure they have their own grave diggers, Torin. It's fine. Sorry, he was a crypt keeper. And anyways, you're fighting a lich?
Powerful one, apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Rhyhor that we're hunting, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Powerful lich by the name of Rhyhor.
I mean, I love rye bread as much as the next man, but damn.
You're not the only one who's made that joke.
Do you need help?
Advice, primarily. We have to
Advice?
figure out a way onto the island, which is apparently surrounded by skeletal dragons and and undead sharks and
Be a
things
piranha
of that
or two.
nature.
Yeah.
If you don't hear from us in 2 days, assume the contract is open.
How much you pay?
This one, nothing.
Oh. It's not an
You
immediate
think
threat.
you stole our friend's body?
Yes.
You remember Ariel?
White haired one stiff?
Perfect hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go help find your bodies so we could give them a proper burial at the very least. But no, as advice, we tend to fight fire with fire, and when I say fire, I mean skeletons with skeletons. You saw the corpse pile outside. That's Runervon. We went through a lot of his troops, shall we say? So he's making more. So yeah, we tend to when we see an army of undead creatures, we tend to sort of swoop in like an ivory tide and just sort of crush them. So that's I don't know how much of that advice is transferable. Do you have a necromancer?
Go for it, Titania. Vaguely.
Actually, a little bit.
Cool.
Yes, I've dabbled in necromancy as well.
Cool. Get a lot. Because the thing with liches is at least the thing with what it sounds like is they have numbers on their side. So
Okay.
you want numbers on your side.
Right.
Because like one skeleton, pretty easy to kill. 500 skeletons, you're gonna get tired.
Okay. I don't know if I can do 500 right now.
I mean,
It's a
we
few.
don't do 500 either. But Runervon can have like he can have like 20 skeletal friends or zombies leading the charge, and that tends to help.
What about one very hardy creature?
It depends on the hardiness. Like if you got like like an ancient dragon, they can take care of quite a number of skeletons on their own. But it's a size differential. There's 9 of us, and I can take 30 some odd undead creatures on my own. Each one of them could take 5 to 10 depending, and then we have 20 other skeletons. So we sort of overwhelm with force and numbers where that's really our our principal tactic.
Okay. Do liches have a particular tactic that we should know about? Like,
Steal your soul. They can
Yep.
kill you by looking at you funny. They can kill you by looking at you not funny. The big thing is their phylactery. They should have like a some sort of item or object hidden away nearby where their soul is, and if you don't break that, they'll just come back mad.
How soon?
Depends on the lich.
Other question, not so much for combat purposes, but does anybody here know the rate at which any particular soul is perhaps used in feeding, and can it be retrieved?
Nope. Let's get your soul. That's done. That's the other thing. If they kill you by looking at you funny, you don't come back. Well, I mean, you do come back pretty quickly under their control.
I see.
So don't get killed by being looked at funny.
okay.
You sure you guys don't want help? We can, like...
Technically, it's not the looking; it's the pointing.
But he looks at you when he points, is the thing.
You don't know. Maybe it's a no look. Maybe it's a
Maybe it's a no look. Yeah, it's
the lich JoJo poses at you.
Yeah.
Ha!
It's not the finger. It's not the finger of death you got to worry about. It's the power word kill. The finger of death does.
I mean, that at least won't bring you back as a zombie.
Not immediately, at least.
Yeah, it'd take at least another round for him to cast.
Yeah.
Frickin...
Honestly, Val, if they're offering, I don't see why we don't take them up on it.
I mean, honestly, yes. If you want to join us in this fight, we won't say no. We weren't going to demand it of you or request it of you. But if you want to join us,
I mean, I'd rather not have my friends die. That'd be good.
If you wanted to, if you could, attack the larger forces, his numbers with your numbers, while we
Yeah.
focus on the lich.
Yeah, that could work. We could sort of distract the army of undead, and you guys could go around back for a surgical strike. If you ask nicely, I'm sure Runervon will let you borrow some of his corpses.
Sweet, the ones outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta ask
Are we gonna have to
Mine-
bring those
Your
with us, or are we
necromancy
going?
thing. Yes.
What was that, Git?
Are we going to have them ready to go when we travel, or is that something that we can bring along behind and get them set up once we arrive?
I mean, it's up to you. Runervon likes to travel in style, he says. So, like, he has like a skeleton palanquin that carries him around. So,
A little bit of an entourage situation.
yeah. But I mean, you could probably
Mhm.
you could probably shove him in a box or something and just carry him around. The smell will get bad after a while, but
Hazards of the necromancer's
Yeah,
job.
yeah. they're not. I mean, they're not the freshest corpses in the first place. It was an undead knoll hill. It was bad.
like
Fair.
a knoll hill,
Yeah.
like a hill made of knolls that are
No,
undead.
like an anthill, but filled with knolls.
Okay,
That is worse than a
A
hill
knoll
made of
warren
knolls.
inside a hill.
Yeah.
Hill is only the collective noun for technicalities, not for knolls.
Right. He says with no understanding of what you're talking about. Adam does not have a high intelligence score.
Yeah, no,
Same.
that comes from Minar's side of the family.
Valdeth looks at Gent, kind of tilts the head.
Right, so we can pack up the tower and be moving in like 6 hours or so. So if you guys are like itching to go now.
I can go whenever. I can only bring a handful of creatures, though.
Do you have anybody that can teleport in the Legion?
Runervon can.
What do you have that's getting you to the
They
island?
haven't.
Teleportation.
Yeah,
Right, but I mean,
Runervon
do
can.
you have like a rock or a branch?
Yes, I have a rock.
Can you break it in half?
Yes. I should be able to.
I mean, we can always just like take like a, I don't know, I guess location, isn't it? Yeah. Like you couldn't take like a lock of your hair or something. Also, I wouldn't give Runavon a lock of your hair, anyways.
Yes, he's a
Good note.
necromancer. Nothing against necromancers, but I don't give any practicing magician any piece of my body.
Fair. I mean, he's also not the only necromancer. Like, you know, I have a couple of undead I raise. Korax has some. Decay raises some. Kiva doesn't. I know Kiva raises some too. Penitent doesn't raise any. Runavon does. Torin does too. So does Oltan. Really, it's only Penitent and Tortlebach that don't. We raise a lot of undead.
That'll be useful.
Getting that sense. I can
Yeah.
also get us there by tree.
How many skeletons
That's
can
true,
fit
but-
through a tree?
As many as you can run through in 6 seconds.
Yeah. You have to go fast.
You could set them up
Right.
like a railgun and just have them pass each other along.
Could do that.
I don't know what a railgun is. It just popped into my head.
And I can do that twice
The
to get it.
skeleton peasant
there.
railgun.
So I think I could get pretty much everyone.
Cool.
Like that sort of thing's called like the bone train or something.
Go into the bone zone!
Yeah, no, it sounds doable. We'll pack up the tower and meet you where?
We'll be heading to Sharkmouth Bay to stage.
No, I
To
mean
try and-
where
No,
to teleport. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where our company house, our estate, out on the? I'll give you directions. He gives them directions.
Cool. We'll head there.
Excellent.
York will have to stay behind probably if we're going with a tree.
I mean, we can still break that rock in half if you want to give half of it to your wizard just so we can teleport you, the rest of you.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll get York there. York's useful.
Does he have something against trees?
Yeah.
No, he's big. He says,
Ah.
pointing to the giant
Ah.
outside.
Ah.
Right. The one that holds the sign.
Gotcha. Probably okay. The island is sacred, so we probably want to be careful while we're there.
Yes, there's a very hospitable druid fellow named Phelan, I think it was,
Mhm.
and I don't think all druids are as understanding of the undead as our lovely Titania is. I don't know him that well personally, though. He might be fine.
Play it by ear.
Yep.
All right. Well, we all have to get out of the tower because if it collapses down while you're inside it, it hurts. Yeah, we found out that out the hard way.
Okay.
There used to be 10 of us. He says he moves as he walks out of the room.
York used to be alive.
Oh.
from the throne, Decay just there's just like sort of, it sounds almost like wind rustling across metal when he talks as he goes, "That was a joke."
That's a good one.
There's no features visible either when he said it's just like it looks almost like a cloud of like shadow collected inside a suit.
That tracks. All right. Well, we'll go make sure we have everything together and meet you there.
Valdez continues to give Gent a look.
Sounds good. You hear Adam from a different room.
What?
Yeah.
They're coming with us. We've got time. They have to
Alright.
take 6 hours and get ready. Do we want them ready or do we want them talking about ancient historical drama?
Fair enough.
So then, while we're walking back, are we transporting there, waiting a day, and transporting across to the island?
I'd like to have all my spells for the big push. But staying on there with all of them, it's a big group. And
And a lot of undead in a druid grove.
yep, which is sort of then a bulwark against an undead island nearby, so I'll be
We
okay.
want to actually get into contact with Phelan about the forces we're bringing through before we bring them through.
Yeah, he didn't have an earring, did he?
Oh, that's a spell thing that I believe some of you know.
Do you know that spell, Titania?
No, I don't. I don't have sending. That is
Okay.
not a druid spell.
He will tinker around with his Crystalline Chronicle for 1 minute while we're walking back and swap out. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, Steel Wind Strike for sending, and cast it to Phelan. Message will be planning on returning soon. Does your island have restrictions against temporary undead under our control? That's it.
Thing real quick.
You're muted.
I'm not muted. I was just talking quietly.
You're not. Okay.
Uh,
I was gonna say you're not, and you're just talking quietly.
Yeah. Let me look at the thing real quick. I will adjust the wards. You hear back.
Okay. You will adjust the wards. So we may need to act quickly, because if we're bringing undead for him to adjust wards that protect against undead, if Raihor is monitoring that island in any way,
He'll know.
they may pick up on that rather quickly. I'll send another sending message asking how long that will take to change, both so that undead are allowed, and how long to revert the wards so that the island is protected.
10 minutes both times.
So it's 10 minutes.
Only
to
60
set up
rounds of combat we need to hold out for. That's fine. That's
fine.
That's all right. I have just the spell.
No,
Teleport.
that's 100 rounds of combat.
Or sorry, 100 rounds of combat. Yeah.
Okay, I can create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies potentially. With animate dead. The other ones, they have to die near me, so I don't think I can animate any of the pile of gnolls, right?
No.
That would not work. Okay. Or I can just leave it if we're going to be should we maybe talk about our plan? We're going to be trying to sneak in while the other group is making the big push.
Theoretical question, John. This
Mhm.
is a dumb one, but it's just the thought that came into my head. If you held action on Gentle Repose for the moment that a creature died, and you managed to cast it at the moment they died, would they still qualify for triggers that trigger when something dies to reanimate them?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
Because Gentle Repose lengthens things that care about time that they have been dead, not time since they died.
Yeah.
So I think I'll hold off on that. I can get us there. And I'm going to need to do the feast. So I think we'll want that for this.
Mhm.
Yes.
As you walk past the pile of corpses, you realize what Runavon is doing in that sorting the gnolls that were already undead when they killed them from the gnolls that are just normal dead now.
The ones that he can animate and the ones that he can't animate.
Yeah, which is
He's
probably why he's
sorting
so
the
grumbling.
recycling.
Yeah.
Well, you can make golems out of the undead ones.
Yeah, but he's not a golem maker. He's a,
No,
he's a
no,
necromancer.
that's different.
We could have been golem makers.
We still can. It just takes time.
All right.
He has he cast a movable object on the book, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So
And really, you are already a golem maker, just tiny golems.
mm-hmm.
Yep. The question is, should I create any of these now while we have the chance? It takes a little bit of time to make a zombie, so we have some numbers. I think that's probably wise. If you all want to go on ahead, I'm pretty much packed. I'm fine.
As am I, so.
Excuse me, can I borrow some of your gnolls?
This large orc
I think-
Runavon sort of looks over his shoulder at you, looks at the pile, looks back at you. If you help me sort.
Sure. She rolls up her sleeves and gets started.
And he shows you his system. The ones that were already undead go here. The ones that are just regular dead go here.
Yep. And she'll start doing that.
Ithram, are you doing anything with that new spell that you've got?
Yeah. So I don't even know if I'd be able to find the supplies for it in town.
Not here, probably, but Taram.
Yeah.
You have 6 hours.
Yeah. I will. If we're gonna take our time, I'll swap out Arcane Bombardment for Teleportation Circle. And does anybody need or have a reason to go to Taram?
Good for right
I
now.
do not.
I will be back shortly then, and I'll cast Teleportation Circle and head to Taram to pick up. Let's see. 2 vials of Quicksilver
Worth 500 gold each.
worth 500 gold each,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 what's it?
Intricate crystal rods worth at least 15.
Oh, I only need one of those.
Oh, you only need one of those, yeah. Because the spell doesn't consume it.
Yeah, I need a stuffed humanoid doll.
A life-size, 2
So-
life-sized human dolls, 2 real dolls.
No, they're just stuffed mannequins.
Life-sized human dolls. Right. If you have the gold for it, for the 1,500, for the crystal rod worth 1,500 gold, and the 2 vials of Quicksilver worth 500 gold, they are readily available.
All right, so that's...
The dolls, you have to go to a weird shop in the lower tiers, and you're pretty certain most of these are used for sex. But you can find human-sized dolls. There's just like there's a deep gnome manning the counter who's just like, these ones sell very well.
There's an Igor in every setting.
I'll just
10
take the...
silver apiece.
Well, if they will serve my function, then here.
They'll serve whatever function you like.
Outstanding. Enjoy your day. Have good business. Yeah, bye. I just want to buy my magic reagents, dude.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird. I'm using it for magic.
That's what
Sure,
they
yeah.
all say.
That's exactly what they all say.
Some of them do it where I can watch. All right, we're done with that character now.
Yes.
Yes.
You.
I'm gonna cast
Good,
a movable
good.
object at 7th level on that door, so nobody else is allowed in from now on.
The fuck.
We're just gonna lock that guy in the room where he's
Not okay.
at.
Don't kink shame the weird deep gnome who sells sex dolls.
I'm not. He just doesn't need to tell me about his personal life.
I did not consent to be exposed to this. So.
All right. But no, I need that spell slot to get back home. Yeah, so with my dolls and Quicksilver in hand, I will teleport back to our front door, just outside our front door, mid stride.
You all see Ithram walking in the door carrying 2 human-sized dolls.
Sets one up in the arcane laboratory, sets the other one on a table, and
He's put one of the dolls on the dining room table.
I'm not there.
Yeah, Gent's
Sorry.
just lurking
Oh, we
in
have
the
a-
doorway like, I want to see what this happens. Yeah.
yeah. Well, shit. 1 second.
So I'm still sorting zombies, probably. So
Yeah,
I'm
no, you're
unfortunately
yeah.
not
You're
there.
still sorting zombies. We'll say you get actually with the time that it would have taken for him to actually get to the various shops, we'll say you're getting back after sorting zombies right about now.
Okay. I am gonna spend a bunch of spells. Basically, we need to have a transport via plants, right? And then a hero's feast. So hero's feast, yeah. So I'm basically gonna spend all my other slots, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on animate dead. So I have 8 zombies the next 24 hours.
Don't you get more when you cast it at higher level spell slots?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah, every level
I get
higher than
2.
3rd, you get another
Yeah.
another 2 corpses.
Okay.
So a 4th level
Oh, wow.
casting gets you 3.
So it gets
A
you
5th
3.
level
Okay, so
casting gets you 5.
let me do math real quick. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's 12 for the 4th level, and then what?
And this is essentially an endless pile of bodies for you to purge.
Yeah,
so.
fair. For each, 2. So 5th level would get me 1,
Would get you
2,
5.
3, 4,
5
5.
each.
Okay, 12, 17, 22. Yep, I have 22.
Are they zombies or skeletons?
11
11, 11 of one, 11 of the other?
Yeah, I'll do half and half.
So as Ithram is laying this body on the dining room table, you all hear the sound of a horde approaching outside.
I come on in, see the doll on the table, be like, that's very odd, and then a horde of zombies and skeletons sort of comes in behind me.
Question: how much would it have cost to perhaps get somebody to send me to Grifftop or use a teleportation circle to Grifftop? Otherwise,
What's the level on the spell?
5th.
Um,
If it's teleportation circle, 7th if it's teleport.
7th of it, so 7th of his teleport. Because they don't have any teleportations in Grifftop. Teleportation circles in Grifftop at the moment. Hang on, let me look up a thing. Let me look
Because
up
you
a
need to be able to go
thing.
places today.
No, because if so,
Need to be able to get back.
no, I'm back, It's just if I'm back under my own power, then I'm gonna have to make this thing tomorrow.
It would have cost about 10,000 gold, and you would have known that cost ahead of time.
Yep. So these both get set up in the arcane workshop. And we'll have to do this some other time.
I mean, is there enough time that he could take a long rest between now and when they're coming? No, we said 6 hours. That's not.
Yeah.
enough time.
I mean, I could bring one with me.
You could also just take a long rest before you leave. Like, you can delay
Yeah.
your departure. They just They're just packing. It'll just take them 6 hours to get everything packed.
Mhm.
You can hold off a couple hours and get a long rest in so you can recover.
Which you might want to, considering Titania just cast most of her spell slots.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Yeah.
Fortunately, Animate Dead is not concentration. It lasts 24 hours. So.
Yep.
Want to
It's a great
reassert
spell.
you just want to reassert your domination before you go.
Well, no,
Well,
24
before 24 hours
hours.
are up, yeah.
Yeah. So we're killing a third of that. So
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Yep.
Take another long rest.
All right. And yeah.
By
I'll,
the time your long rest has ended, there is another horde of undead and 9 other individuals outside your house.
our neighbors love us.
we don't have any neighbors.
Exactly.
We don't have any. Neighbors.
Yo! So, in addition to your 22 undead, Titania, there is another 50 outside with the Ivory Legion.
Nice, it's getting crowded. Here, go outside. I'm gonna send them out to play. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You said you have to play? Is that what you said?
Yep. Like play cards.
We set up a croquet field.
Yeah.
There's just a skeleton head. There's just
Yeah.
there's a bunch of skeletons playing. There's a bunch of skeletons playing football with another skeleton's head.
Right.
Be nice.
One
Give it
skeleton
back once
off.
you're done.
One skeleton off to one side, wearing like a black and white shirt, just goes.
Oh, this is great.
We should sell tickets.
Yeah.
This is just 2 necromantic teams in Blood Bowl.
Anyways, Ithram.
Yeah. So
While we're painting
after-
Jeremy.
After the long rest, he sets up on the table one of the dolls, opens up the chest, pours the quicksilver down the middle over the course of an hour, and you watch as the quicksilver absorbs throughout the fabric and starts, instead of just pooling in the chest area, it starts to go kind of like filigree and just spread out over it with arcane runes over the course of an hour, because that's how long it takes to cast. He drags the crystal rod across the entire length of it, and at the end of it, he takes 3 points of damage.
Are you making a Galvin?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be you would take 3 points.
Yeah.
Well, you would permit your hit point maximum would reduce by 3.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I still have more hit points than Titania.
And that is a permanent reduction.
Yep. Until it dies, right?
No.
Ooh.
You're permanently reduced. Only a wish spell can undo this reduction.
Ah.
Oof.
What spell is this?
Create
Magin.
Magin. Magin? I don't know. So yeah, as the spell winds out, this what is clearly an inanimate doll. This blue arcane energy suddenly erupts from within it, where the quicksilver was poured, and wraps around it as it forms clothing and flesh and skin. As a human-sized, blue-skinned creature wearing a long, sleeveless blue robe with a hood hanging out the back of it, opens its eyes, doesn't breathe, and then and sits up. And looks towards Ithram. You have orders for me?
Yes. Stand up. Everyone.
Stands up.
This is Tar.
Hello. I'm Ta.
Just anybody
Hello.
that speaks Goblinoid. That's
Nope.
Spark.
Oh wait, actually, sorry. Can't understands the language of its creator, but can't
Oh.
speak. Doesn't actually say anything. Never mind.
All right, yeah, then never mind then.
But just sort of looks at you and stands up, and
Yeah.
then hovers slightly off the floor.
The Galvin Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can help us quite a bit, or we can have them defend this house while we are away.
It sort of looks at the rest of you and in sort of demonstration holds its hands out, and lightning sort of crackles across its fingertips.
Wow.
Same red lightning that Ithram
Yeah.
produces.
Do you have to keep casting to control it like a zombie?
No, this is
How long does it last?
until they die,
Whoa.
which is going to be violent, if at all. They do not age. It's a construct.
I'm glad you've named it.
Ithram's like, I'm gonna have an army of these.
I thought about that, and then I was like, wait, no, wish spell. Get that HP back. Like, honestly, it's only my con bonus every time I summon one of these things, so.
Well, only these. The other ones have different. Like the Demos only take 2, and the Hypnos only take 1.
Yeah.
We'll keep rolling well, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is another tool we can use against Rihor.
Mm-hmm.
If I read the spell correctly, this version can be quite potent.
Does it need very specific instructions, or
No,
kind of...
just general. I'll throw it in chat so everybody else can see what it looks like.
Ooh.
But like a spell that I wish a spell existed that was the spell that could be used to create a helmed horror, because those are also theoretically created by wizards.
I mean, you can just do it.
Probably find one.
Yeah.
You can just make one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like a Demos, like a Helm Taurus or CR 4. So it's like twice as difficult as to make a Demos. So like it'd probably be a dedicated 7th level spell.
Yeah.
Is this something that can be taken over by a lich, or?
No, it's
zombies?
a construct. It's not affected by normal.
It can't be charmed. It can't be exhausted. It can't be frightened. It can't be paralyzed. It can't be poisoned. It's also immune to lightning and poison.
Good to have it with us. I think.
Well, if
That's
I'm
my
not
vote
mistaken,
anyway.
this thing seems potent, but perhaps limited in Intellect and capacity.
Yeah,
Yes, it will need direction, but it can harry if nothing else. It can take care of the small things that get near too close as well. Or it can, if...
It could kill 4 second-level adventurers by itself.
Exactly. It can
Just if they
also
line up politely.
It can also sit near those that stay in the back and act as a second line of defense, so that they won't have to worry about the things that get near.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Should we get on the way, or do we need to still have...
I'm good to go. I had a rest with my zombies.
Pack everybody into the garden then?
Yep. This way, there's a tree this way. And I'll direct zombies and people back.
Conga line of zombies and skeletons.
Oh, they're gonna trample the garden. I just got it set.
Do you remember which tree is the outgoing tree?
They're not the same, but it doesn't really, okay. No. I choose a tree. I just choose a tree randomly every time. Whichever one looks healthier, to go through, basically. Okay, so we have to be ready, and I'll count down and then do tree stride or transport via plants.
We'll say you can get half of the standing undead army through one tree.
Okay. I can do this again. Alright. I'll cast it again to get the other half through.
Would any of us be able to follow it through, or would we have to teleport?
It would clearly be closing right as the last one got through.
And is that getting my zombies through as well?
Yeah, it's getting your zombies through as
Okay.
well. Yeah, you can only get in every combat round. Technically, everyone moves in the same 6-second period, but I feel like it's stretching credulity a little bit to get 62 undead creatures through a tree in 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right, so that's me. I can keep tapping magic to get the rest of us through, or Ithram, if you have the stone from the beach.
That was
Or is that
creating this was the extent of my
okay?
That's why
Give me the stone, Runavon says.
pull it out of my pocket, hand it over.
Old hands. And he casts teleport and sends you 5 plus
Plus our Magan.
Yeah, he sends you 5 plus a Magan. Actually, he hands you a stone with a rune carved on it, Ithram, and then he twists his hand, and the 6 of you and the 5 of you plus the Magan teleport to the island. Then that stone in your hand begins to heat up and glow.
Should probably get away from that.
You might want to set it down.
Do I know what's going on here?
Make an Arcana check.
24.
It seems to be some sort of anchoring mechanism for a teleportation spell.
All right, I'll toss it 10 feet away.
Just a hole in reality rips open, and the entire all 9 of the Ivory Legion walk through. You'll be happy to know that that's the extent of my higher level casting capabilities for the day. Adam goes, I'm not happy to know that. Why would you tell me that? All right. So
Okay.
where's the island? Where's the island with the undead things?
Right across.
Directly across this small channel to the west.
Yeah.
Northwest.
So-
Yes.
All right. Cool.
The seas are guarded by undead creatures. The skies are guarded by undead creatures.
We still need to have a little bit of rest here. I was going to make a feast.
You do that. Operation Pinocchio it is. Yorick, boat mode. And
Yes.
you begin to watch as many of the smaller skeletons begin to disassemble the larger skeleton and re-strap him into a boat.
Oh boy.
As you cast your Hero's Feast.
Well, first I have to use a whole bunch of magic because I'm doing ethereal casting by this point. Hero's Feast is or is Hero's Feast? Yeah, Hero's Feast is a 6th level. Yep. So I have to spend all my other spell slots. So I begin to glow slightly as I offload a bunch of magic, and then I'm going to do ethereal casting.
All right.
For 5th level or 6th level. Which,
You're going in wild shape mode, is what you're saying.
yeah, basically. That's hit dice. What is it?
So it'll be 7 hit dice.
Okay.
I believe. Hang on, let me double check my rules. It's been a while since we've used ethereal
I know
casting.
it's been a little bit.
You take hit dice. You take hit dice plus 1 per spell level, so that'll be 7 hit dice plus 7.
Okay. All right.
And
7
and 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay, 7d8. Let me do that first.
78 plus 7.
Okay. 7d8 plus 7. Oh God. 50.
You take 50 points of damage.
50.
Ow.
Yeah, 50. Ow. Ow.
Shit.
Yeah.
Why'd you roll so high?
That's the thing that definitely just happened.
So Titania explodes in red ether.
Yep. Ow. Nosebleed. Ow. Okay. Now I'm in pain. And I cast Hero's Feast though.
Torin goes, "I'll dig a grave," and Adam goes, "Just heal her. What is wrong with you?"
Shit. Okay. So you get
That didn't. Oh
3
god, it did.
to your hit point maximum, everyone.
My God.
God.
Torin walks over and casts heal on you,
Thank you.
having now exhausted his only casting of that level of spell.
I have a level of exhaustion.
But we're immune to fear and poison and the poison condition, right?
And you regain
Yep.
you regain 70 hit points.
Yeah, and you have 3 extra max hit points. Congratulations.
Got those 3 back I just lost.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
Perfect. It's totally worth it.
Synchronicity.
All right.
Yeah.
As you all prepare and eat your heroic feast that Titania almost killed herself for.
I had 21 hit points.
And Yorick, the giant skeleton, is slowly being strapped into the form of a boat. That's where we're going to end for this week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.